Hi guys, and welcome back to JavaScript Playground. In this video, we will learn about the requests and responses which are sent and received between the front end and the back end. The requests are sent using HTTP. This HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a protocol which allows the fetching of data from the server. It is the foundation of any data exchange on the web. Clients and servers communicate by exchanging individual messages. The messages sent by the client, in this case our front-end application, are called requests, and the messages sent back by the server are called as responses. The HTTP provides us with some methods for different kind of requests. To get some data from the backend, we can use GET. To create new data entries on the backend, you can use POST. To update an existing data entry on the backend, you can use PUT. To delete an existing data entry on the backend, you can use delete. There are a few other methods, but these four are the major ones that you will use very often. Now, to send requests to your backend, you will use a URL which will connect to your backend and will tell your backend how to handle the request. Say, for example, you want to get a to-do list from your backend, and let's say we are using this URL. So first we will use the get method because we are trying to fetch some data. Now the part of URL before /todos points to your server. So in this case, JSON placeholder.typecode.com. So this URL, it points to our server. And the second part of the URL, which is /todos, tells our backend that we need a list of to-do items. And how does the backend know that we need a list of to-do items? Because a backend developer would have written some code to handle these URL or endpoints. So when you send your JSON holder typecode.com/todos, the backend gets to know we are talking about to-dos. So for example, the backend also handles some posts. So for that, the URL might be /post, and the backend will know that you're looking for a list of posts. Just like on the front end, you handle different HTML pages for different URLs. Say /index.html loads the index.html file, or /contact.html loads contact.html file. Similarly, the backend developers write some code to handle different endpoints. When the backend server sends a response, it also sends a status code which tells whether the request was a success or it failed. These are some common response status code. 200 represents success, which means the request was successful. 400 represents a bad request, which means the backend did not understand the request. 401 represents unauthorized, which means that the user is not authorized to access the response data. 404 represents not found, which means that the URL is not found by the backend, or the URL that we're using is not recognized by the backend. That's why it returns not found. 500 represents something went wrong. It just means that the backend or the server does not know how to handle this request. So it just means that something failed or something broke on the backend. There are many other HTTP response status code, but these are the most common ones. Don't worry if you don't understand these concepts right now. We will be revisiting them in the coming videos, and I'm sure you'll understand them better once we start doing some hands-on practice. And that's a wrap for today. I hope this gave you a better understanding of HTTP requests. But if you have any doubts or queries, feel free to drop a comment below or reach out to me on Twitter. I'll add my Twitter handle in the description below. See you in the next video. Bye and take care.